Hello friends, hope you are having a great weekend. Today we are going to do a pre-market analysis on gold. Before going to the session, I suggest you watch the pre-market analysis which was done on July 12, 2026. On July 12, 2026, we mentioned that from this area of 4111, market can tap on the rejection zone in between 4132 to 4221 and it can fall down. Now let's see, this was the range which was 4139, same as mentioned in the YouTube video. From there the market started falling and has given us a total pips of around 1600 pips profit. Now here I mentioned with the area was 3928, but the market has reached till 3958. It doesn't mean that the bearish scenario is over. There are still chances the market can come down. So today I'm going to analyze the chart of gold and tell you what is going to happen in the coming days, both technically and fundamentally. Also we'll be checking into the chart of dollar as well as crude oil to find out what is going to happen. Now, when you come to the gold in weekly time frame, as you know that market is in a support range or in an order block range in between 4000 or 3995 to 3885. So these are all the filtered areas which I have drawn right now. So if you come to the daily time frame also, you can see that we have received multiple taps. That means there are some good amount of orders here. That's the reason why market is trying to push back higher. But when you go to the 4 hours time frame, as you can see, last day in our group we mentioned there was a bearish triangle. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, you will understand this was a bearish triangle which we have drawn like this one was a bearish triangle, and we mentioned the market would fall down. I hope you remember this scenario. We got a good selling move over here and we expected more move, but suddenly it took some orders from here and it started going higher. Now let's see what is going to happen next. So right now gold is in a rejection zone in between 4017 to 4037. That is the first rejection zone. The reason I'll tell you, this was a tiny order block, and here you know the multiple supports were happened in the past. So there are chances initially gold can tap on the range of 4019. From here market can come down more further. Maybe it can come down to 3900 range also, maybe more downside. I'll tell you why it will come to that area. At the same time, if this rejection zone is breaking, if the market is moving more further, it can reach up to the range of 4043. This is a main selling zone, and I don't suggest you sell directly from this area. I'll tell you the reason, because there might be chances, there are some news and it can go higher as well. But you need to always look for a change of character like this. You should always look for a change of character or a movement like this, so that you will get a proper fall. And if you are getting a sharp move, you can go for a sell entry. I think that market will come down more further. For the reason I'll tell you after explaining this. Now, what happens if the market is breaking these ranges? If the market is breaking these ranges, it can go higher also to the range of 4176. But the chances right now are mostly gold will be going and tapping in these areas, and mostly it will be falling. That is what I believe according to the technicals. If you look at the weekly time frame also, you can see that where is the closest liquidity that you can find. See the market, you can see all this wicks and all. So the closest liquidity is mainly at 3943, because all other liquidities are higher. All other fair value gaps and rejection zones are higher in the weekly time frame. So if you use your common sense, you can understand without proper liquidity, market cannot go higher. From here, it cannot go like this, simply like that. It should take proper rejection from any of the areas. Maybe sometimes it should come here, take proper areas, and from here, market can go up. There are chances. And what is a liquidity? You see, here 3943 is a liquidity zone. The main liquidity zone is 3885 or 3900 range. From this range, if the market is coming, it might be acting like this from here maybe it will come to this range. From here there are chances that market can go higher. So also there is a huge liquidity at the range of 3497 or 3500 range, as this is a weekly time frame order block plus the monthly order block is also there. But I don't think that market will reach till here. If the market is reaching here, it would be a huge economic crisis or economic crash or something like that. But according to my analysis, what I can tell you is that market can take a liquidity sweep from any of these areas. Why I am telling you this is because if you go to the daily time frame also, if it is getting rejected from this area, it will come down to this order blocks. Plus you see there is a retail zone also. Here also we have multiple taps over this area. Okay, so according to the retail strategy plus according to the smart money concepts, if we see there is a huge liquidity at 3900. So let's hope that the market would reach up to 3900 and after that market will go higher or further. Right now these zones, the zones which are marked in red like 4019 or 4037 or 4043 and 4081, all these zones are like selling zones or supply zones for gold. If you compare, the selling zones are bigger than the buying zones. So according to the technicals, market should fall down. And if there is any change, we will be updating that in the group. Now, let's look at the fundamentals, what is happening in dollar as well as crude oil. In dollar, if you see the condition of dollar, now if you look at the fib zones, see, market is in a buying zone. Market is in a buying range. This is a buying range for DXY or dollar. And if you look at the selling range or if you look at the supply range of gold according to the Fibonacci, you can see that here there is a supply zone or there will be an order flow also. Okay. So there are chances that if gold is, dollar is taking a proper support from this area, it can go up to the next supply zone. So the next supply zone range, if we calculate it from here, it is around 4.12%. So there are chances if it is taking proper support, it can go up 4.12%. At the same time, if you look at crude oil, see, crude oil is, as of now, it is bullish. You can see that here there was a fair value gap at this area. This is a fair value gap. See, this is a fair value gap and this is an order block. You know that this is an order block. So crude oil is in a buying range in the weekly time frame. So where it is going? It is going to the next rejection zone of $86. So if you look at the chart of crude oil, it can go further after taking a pullback or something. It can go up again from here. Maybe from here we can see around, let's take till here, 5.79%. So the chart of crude oil is bullish. At the same time, the chart of gold is also looking somewhat bullish because it is taking a order from the proper order from the order block, because this is a pullback and you can see this is an order block also. In the monthly time frame also this is an order block. So from here market is taking a bullish momentum. So when crude oil and dollar is bullish, so what will happen to the gold? Will it be bullish or bearish? You tell me if it is bullish or bearish. See, fundamentals can change any time. We don't know who is going to put nuclear missiles or who is going to use nuclear weapons and all, and what is going to happen to this world. We don't know anything. But according to this data, just imagine if this is going 4% up and this is going 5.79% up. It is negative for the gold. For example, if the gold is reaching minimum to this range of 4043, from here if you calculate 5% also, or let's take 4%. 4% also, it will come to 3885. Okay, if you take 5%, it will come to 3841. But I am not telling you it will go beyond, but minimum it can come up to, it is my assumption, 3880 or $3900 it can reach according to the technicals I am telling you. But if it is falling directly from this range, it will be like, somewhat around 3800 range itself. So it is according to the fundamentals that I am speaking right now. If the gold is moving more further, maybe it is in between 4043 and 4081. If the gold is moving more higher, From here, if it is falling means, like let's take, even if you take 4.5% also, it will reach up to 3,887. So the chances of fall are higher than the chances of buying right now. So if you ask me what is the proper analysis, still, even though we are having clarity regarding the fundamentals and the technicals, still market is in an indecision, because in weekly time frame, gold is in a high bullish area. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you, trade safe. Do not overtrade. Do not overtrade. Trade safe. This is what I'm trying. I was trying to tell you since here. Do not overtrade. Do not overtrade. Do not overtrade. And what will you do? You will take all the trades over here and you will keep on crying until here. Now what you will do? You will sell. You will place all the sell orders here at this area. After sometimes gold will be dancing like this somewhere here, and after that you will place all the sell orders here, because all the people, no, the community members are not at all greedy. None of us are greedy. So the reason, if you are placing sell here by seeing the sell orders, market will start jumping like this. By that time, the same cry that you are doing here, you will have to cry here also. So make sure you don't overtrade this area. Only trade with the confirmation. I am telling you one more time. DXY is somewhat bullish, I would say. If it is taking a support, it is somewhat bullish. Crude oil is already bullish until $86. Maybe there are chances it can take a pullback and go up also. It can come down, take a pullback and go up like this also. There are chances. At the same time, gold, according to the fundamental, is bearish, and according to the technicals, gold is somewhat bullish. And in 4 hours, if you see, these are the rejection zones. So take wise decision, my dear friends. Even if you are going for selling, even if you are going for buying, if you are a person who can take 10 trades with 0.01 lot size, try to half your, take the half trades of that. If you can take 10 trades with 0.01 lot size, only go with 5 trades. That is good for you. And be ready to cut off even if it in losses. For example, if you are doing some sells over here, okay, if you are doing some sells over here, if the market is not according to your will, if it is going higher, cut off all the trades at this area. Don't think that you are losing the money, because if it is going higher, what will happen? If it is going higher, all the money will go. Instead of that, you can cut it off as stop loss when it is going higher, and only enter if you are getting a confirmation to the below. Even if you buy also, for example, if you are planning to buy over here, sometimes we will get a buy confirmation. Don't buy without confirmation. Even if you are buying and if it is going beyond a zone, learn to cut off that buy orders also. Ultimately, your capital should be protected. That is the only thing that you need to know. So my dear friends, keep all this data in mind. You won't understand this video until you watch it 3 or 4 times. This video is only maybe, let's say, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Spend some few 15 minutes and you will understand what is happening. Now, look at the economic calendar. You can see that on Monday there is no news. Wednesday we have CPI of UK. Doesn't matter. Ignore. Thursday we have initial jobless claim. Do not ignore. This is a huge, high impact news. And on Friday we have S&P global manufacturing and all. We need to look into Thursday and Friday. It is very important. Rest all days just simply ignore. July 23 and 24 is very important. My dear friends, I have given you the technicals. I have given you the fundamentals. Now, if it is your duty to trade safe and trade responsibly. And really happy to see all the profits taken by our members in the last 1 week. Fantastic profits. More money is coming, more success is coming, more prosperity is coming, more abundance is coming. Thank you so much and all the best.